Marcus, while you were taking a break, the blonde genius had an idea. Can you lower that bitch to the front end so we can give it a headache?
Animals just love me. Stand by, Cole.
That's actually good. I enjoy that. It's one of those things where like you watch this and it's like this is not meant to be, you know, top tier writing, and so I think it makes parts of it more enjoyable. The fact that it's like it's such a serious tone throughout the game, but the game itself is like, nah, let's not take this too seriously. And you know, just but like some of those zingers in there, like oh, animals love me. That is a pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
Let's use the 2 silverbacks in the maintenance bay.
Marcus, run! That thing's gonna flatten us!
Oh nope, I'm gonna die. First death of the game. Well, let's do this. Come on. I remember you got that statue of Dom or of Marcus like that. It's almost like he's kneeling at like a soldier's grave.
We're gonna need a bigger cattle prod. Let's use the 2 silverbacks in the maintenance bay.
Marcus, run! That thing's gonna flatten us!
Okay, the 2 silverbacks are in that bay. Let's get the door open.
I love the silverbacks. I think they're a really awesome design. I know I've talked about that before. You know, they're oh hey. That's cool. I didn't know it had like it's a warranty manual there. Like once they're suited up, like they're really cool, and I like the fact that they're just supposed to be big, hulking, you know, not pretty. All the armor's in the front. Kind of things.
Oh my god!
It's back! Get that thing off the ship! Come on, press it up!
Go for the ice! Keep shooting till it moves!
Ugh. I like how these things come out of the eyes. It makes me think of the terrible version of the Lost in Space movie with Joey from Friends, Matt Tribbiani, or no, Matt. Oh, God, what was Matt's name? It was Joey Tribbiani, but it was Matt. It was like it was supposed to be like his breakout action role, and he sits there and like, terrible movie. Anyway, cuts the evil doctor person, who's of course like evil doctoring, and like when he turns into like a spider-like monster, and he sits there and goes, "Don't you remember the Prometheus? These monsters eat their wounded." And it's like they come crawling out of his scabs and like start like hiding it, like doing that. It's just the smallest like cut too. It's like no, there's any wound. It's just like they come crawling out and they eat. You're no longer worth it. I'm like, that's actually, you know, if you're saying okay, it's top tier, everything else is food, but I like you got to wonder how those like what their biology's like to be like that. So these polyps are coming out of inside of him. Does that mean they think it's like they're the threat or what? And then also like if you read the comic, like you learn the Cantus and like the religious leaders of
Yo, give us a minute.
Tell Baird he's just blowing shit up, not like a goddamn symphony.
Yeah, but we got our own problems up here.
Hey.
Scraping us up in a bucket if you don't get a move on.
We'll find some cover fast, or else you will be swimming in some glowy gravy.
Get cover, Delta.
Beard's dropping tickers.
What the hell's he thinking? Run!
Hey, I thought you'd enjoy the witty irony of Grub on Glowy Island.
Yeah, fucking hilarious. You're gonna blow up the whole ship, genius. Get clear. Jump!
And we also get to see Bernie in this one, and that's really all that matters.
Hey, Carmine, you alright? You're awfully quiet.
Someone's gotta be, with Baird yapping all the time.
Oh, I could gag him if you like. Be my treat.
Remind me why we thought Hanover was a good place to look for supplies? Maybe you gotta trust the coal train to find the goods. This is my turf, Cougar's territory. Yeah, 'cause that's gonna count for a lot right now. Okay, 7-0, we'll call you back if we find something. Roger that. Good hunting.
And then it's Clay Carmine, the grub killer. In the books, it's really sweet, like how much of a softie Coltrane is.
So this is home, eh, Cole?
Classy. Hasn't changed much since you've been away.
Hey, the whole damn world looks like this. Let's move out.
And he's like this thrashball person.
Whoa, whoa. Take a look over there. I'm guessing that used to be a stranded outpost.
Ugh. Somehow I don't think he died of natural causes.
Oh, really, Doctor?
Yeah, call it a woman's intuition.
Told you this is going to be a waste of time.
There's gotta be more outposts around here. Let's keep looking.
But he writes letters home and mails them, and in full knowing that like his family is probably dead, but he doesn't. He explains it to Bernie in one of the books, and she's like, why do you do it? And he's like, then they're still always with me. It's like, it's just this.
You know what stalks me?
It's just this thing that he does to, always remember them, always keep them like close to his heart. That way, it doesn't feel the loss is just lessened, because it's one of those things like my mom always taught me we never refer to when I talk about like my Aunt Sharon, my aunt, they always do this. They've been dead for a number of years, but it's one of those things where it's like.
Well, that'll save me poisoning your dinner.
Yeah, you'll miss me one day.
Only if somebody bumps my elbow.
Ha ha ha.
But it's to me it's one of those moments that like really humanizes him, especially since he was like a massive thrashball player.
You down there! Step into the light and do it slow! Try anything dumb and we'll blow your heads off!
Everybody chill. Relax, my man. Safety's on.
Hey, it's the car coming to civilize us. Ah, whoopee!
We're all in the same boat. We just want to trade for some food.
Well, we ain't got any spare food. And if we did, we wouldn't be trading it with you cog assholes. Ooh. I'll give you a side of bacon for her, though.
Oh, bacon.
Hey, take the deal, Cole. I haven't had bacon in 6 months.
Thanks, but no thanks. Any other camps around?
Some. You can try the warehouse down at the pier. Or the stadium. Of course, you gotta get past all the glowies first, but you hairy-assed heroes can breeze through all that shit.
I love how cordial, like, Cole here for being as big and as hulking as he is. Because he's supposed to be, he's supposed to be this giant, like, you know, football player. Like, you look at these guys, they're all built like, you know, Mack trucks, like football players. Or United States football players.
Let's see if my coupons are still good.
And he's, you know, delicately, like, being like, hey, here to trade for some food, not here to do this, you know, what have you, and he's just like, he's like, all right, look, I don't want to be, like, anything with you, safety's on, not here to start shit. We're all in the same boat, I get it. You're still not happy with us? That's fine.
Hey, he isn't scrapped yet, okay? I'm just looking for a power supply for him. He'll be better soon before you know it. Let's just open this the Delta way. Hey, Baron, why don't you hop on and I'll give you a push?
It's amazing how much this place looks like a spot where, oh god, those things are so massive and heavy, too. So these aren't even the Lambent, these are like the Revenant ones.
Whatever the hell that is, that's a new world record in ugly.
Yeah, these are what, like the Revenant ones, the ones that were the original locusts that were created. Like, it's not necessarily the ones from they're not like the normal ones. They're the ones that were in the actual lab. Alright, we're going to take away the spawning, because once that goes away, then it'll be just nice and easy for us here. Alright, now you guys. Boom, here we go. What was that? There they are. They're the boys.
Incoming!
I love Sam. Like, and I like the fact that they did their best for this to like be like, okay, we have our Australian versions. They talk about having these other countries that are here. I think Australia's kind of done like it's kind of lumped in with the Philippines, and it's just like, oh no, it's just different islands from that area. I'm gonna let you guys deal with that. Whoa, that was a good shot. Oh, hey, how'd you get there? Once again, another good shot. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Maybe I've been too harsh on the polyps. I kind of prefer them to these new glowies. Cole, you sure you know where the grocery store is? I mean, when you were a big thrashball star, didn't you have people for that? Yeah, one of them must have told me where it was when I was getting my manicure. Keep it moving.